I am Yohanes Gualbertus Briant Lobo from Anwar Medika University. Well, corruption, or we call robbery or stealing, is the act of public officials, both politicians and civil servants, as well as other parties involved in these actions who reasonably and illegally abuse the public trust that has been authorized to them for one side gain. There are many types of corruptions are state financial losses, bribes, embezzlement in office, extortion, fraudulent acts, conflict of interest for in procurement, and gratuities. The main causes of corruptions are public ethics and morals, greed, official law enforcement in Indonesia, which can be that can still be bribed like penalties for corruptors and corruption which seems to be became a culture. Corruption which is considered to be increasingly entrenched make people do not hesitate to do this. Punishment for corruptors who are considered like will not have deterrent effect for the perpetrators so that people are not afraid to commit a corruptions. That's why we need a punishment that can create deterrent effects on corruptions that occurs in society. As a member of government, I totally agree with the Prime Minister that the House must improvise corruptors. Why do I say so? I will dig a little from history here. In Islam, there are Ta'i and Ghanima. The Indonesian Ministry of Religion translation team in the footnote of Al-Hashir verse 6 that say Fa'i is a loot obtained from the enemy without fighting. The distribution is different from the distribution of Ghanima, that spoils obtained from the enemy after the battle. So it can be assumed that the amount money from corruptors which given back as the spoils of war, and it can be applied in the process of punishing corruptors. This can be done by fully returning the assets that have been corrupted by the perpetrators to the state. In addition, there needs to be an additional fine in the form of 50% of his own assets. This is done so that the corruptors get a deterrent effect so that the corruption can be minimalized. The distribution of power of fines from corruptors is left to the state to be included into the state treasury. Henceforth, the fine money can be used for the benefit of the people. From this statement, we can conclude that impoverished corruptors is effective punishment to reduce and minimize corruptions in this country. So that way, they'll have no money or power. So that it will be cause a deterrent effect for the corruptors, and they will not do that again. That's my point of view as a member of government, proud of presenting.